Gotta get some people in here. So yeah. Why am I made to go live right now? Oh, I know why. Yeah. It's obvious, you know. How could someone be this giving in a community like this? That's what you have to ask. There's got to be a Ponzi scheme being ran, you know. You got to look at who she gave that money to in the past. Hi, everyone who came in here. All right. Yeah, you got to be running some kind of a Ponzi scheme. I mean, how does John have 137 viewers right now? That's a little bit inflated, I think, whoever's doing that. To listen to Lolly speak, no. Let's just say I'm not having that. I'll go live to actually counter that shit right now. Hi, Joni Portwood. What makes you come in? You never come into my chats. Something interest you? Anyway, yeah. So you got Nick up there. You got Lolly Donner up there. You got. She's talking about she's so giving and how she's gonna only give money to Nick for their children and all this shit. And Nick's playing the sympathy cards. Look, oh yeah, I would never take advantage, and I I would be so grateful for everything I got, and I never asked for anything. I mean, how do you take this? Huh? For I mean, I'd go live and put a stop to that right now. At least get some people in here to talk. Get a little chat going. And Carolyn's over there. I'm going to test her loyalty right now. If she so wants to be loyal to me here, I'm going to test her with this. I said, all things are not forgotten around here. And I've been very clear when I've said it's not an easy forgiveness thing. I mean, I'm going to test her right now to see if I'm proven right or not. And every time Nick talked about me, she sure wasn't defending me yet again. So that's required if you're going to be over it. That's it. Nick's what is going on. That's required. There's no laughing with Nick. There's none of that when he's talking shit about me. There is no laughing with him. Nope. And she's not back in with me in case everyone thinks that, all right? That's not the case. But I'm going to put one extra measure out here just to see. Buff Carrot, yeah, you're always a funny person to have in here. I've enjoyed your commentary and stuff. John is still live, and he's got 137 viewers. Amazing. 137 viewers. Who else is live tonight? Is G Mango's live? Is Berg's live? I don't even know. I'm just watching that windbag talk. You know? I don't like liars like that. I don't like people who catfish, and I didn't call her out sooner, or at least as often as I'm doing so right now. As I was just kind of playing the waiting game on that one, you know? Because that's what I do. I play the waiting game sometimes and see what's really what before I really go in on somebody. And Dr. Fish and Murabea, who cares, Jody? You like Rosie? I don't. I don't care if she's trans or whatever. I just don't like Rosie. But anyways, what was I going to say? Sidetrack now. Yeah, it took me a bit to get around to Lolly. Those numbers are fishy. I don't know who's doing it, honestly. It says purging the trash on his thing. And Nick is going on about how the people are Nazis, they want separate restrooms. Hey, Joni, what do you think about the restroom thing for trans people? Nick is so against it. He's very bigoted towards me, and he more than likely is toward you, too. Rosie gets a pass for everyone because Rosie, I call Rosie a token trans person. Rosie's just more palatable to people, whereas I'm not. And Rosie gets much more credit than I do. And I was around this fucking place before Rosie. But no, people don't want to keep that in mind, right? Her and her privileged ass, right? Sure don't want to keep that in mind. But anyway, I'm just here commentating for the evening. But don't you think this stuff Nick is saying is very disturbing about restrooms? And I used to think he was more funny before, like, oh, he was more of a joke. He makes it seem like he can deceive people into thinking he's a joke. That guy's not a joke. Nick is no joke. This guy, if he actually get power, it wouldn't be good at all. I'm telling you, he's trying to campaign for president. And I think he's really taking it serious. I really fucking think he's, and I've stated that before, but he's going on about how people are Nazis who try to tell them that they have to use the women's room or something. Like Nick's turning around like people like me are Nazis who are behind the so-called agenda when all I'm doing, it's an individual thing with me. I mean, I picked the gender that I identify with, period. Okay? Period. And to quote Lolly, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. There's still a lot of bigots running around. I know because I encounter them in messages at least. Not really in the real world. The one in the real world, actually. I had to set him fucking straight. But a lot of the time, it's going to be in a cowardly position. It's going to be online. It's going to be somewhere where they're not saying it to your face, you know? More times than not. And Lolly is very much a closet LGBT person. I mean, you could tell all these people are really. I mean, I never heard anyone so infatuated with certain things in my life or genitals than people even like Nick. Even Camilo, too. Don't let him fool you. He likes that stuff, too. You know, why does he watch? You know, he likes to be the one commenting on how everyone's fucked up, but he still looks at it. He still looks at it. I mean, am I wrong with that? Am I really wrong with all that? I mean, for it. I think it should be on a case-by-case basis. It could be no sense of all right. Okay, then. But, you know, when I'm passable, I do it for sure. So that's all I was trying to tell people, you know? And I literally said to Nick, if I go to the state of Arizona, I'm going to go to every woman's bathroom that I can, and I'm going to flash my penis out in front of everybody. Because, you know, a guy like Nick, he has something like that covered. You tell him something like that, what's his reaction going to fucking be? You know? It's like, hey. I know he thinks about that shit night and day. I know he fucking thinks about that shit night and day. But someone who's supposed to be an American nationalist is supposed to be a more extreme version of Donald Trump and whatnot. Shit. This Nick guy is a fucking joker. I'll tell you right now. Hi, Mr. Jenny. What is going on tonight? Jayme Nicole. I'm going to address Jayme Nicole in a minute. Okay? Because Jayme Nicole, a new revelation happened where Jayme Nicole entered my live stream last night late, the Jamie Springer account. And I don't think a troll of that, a clone account would be running around at this time. And I don't think anyone would think of cloning it where no one's been talking about Jayme. It has to be her. She said she's coming back. She's going to be addressing some people. Hey, Miss Virginia, what's going on in your neck of the world? But, yeah. I really don't want to hear that windbag anymore, so I decided to go live. You know? Lolly is running a pod. Hey, Mr. Jenny, what do you think about Lolly Cunningham? Give your 2 cents on what you think about Lolly Cunningham. You were at a Pride once, and there was a famous drag queen there that had a full beard. Yeah, I don't go for that though. That isn't really me. I don't show up with the beard really dressed as a woman. It's not really what I do. So I'm not really on that level. You could say, Jody. Um, I'm glad you came in because I've wanted to talk to you before. I have. I've tried writing you before, and sometimes you didn't get back to me in the past, so I just gave up. I'm like, hell, you know. Yeah, Lolly is a liar. I mean, Dr. Fish and Murbeer are not good people either. They're grifters. And you know how many times Dr. Fish and Murbeer scam people or money grabs off drama or off breaking up and going to court? Murbeer got beat up by him, supposedly, and all this shit. Those two are fucks. They are just fucked in the head totally. And Lolly stood by them for many, many months. So what does that tell you about Lolly Cunningham? That person just needs to come out as an old woman who more than likely is in the LGBT community, but is hiding it. And even John, too. It's like, what the hell? Stuff like that confuses people. Sorry, I didn't respond to what confuses people. You mean the beard and the dressing like a woman but having a beard? Is that what you're saying? That's the stuff that confuses people, correct? $49.99 super sticker. Thank you so much for that. Whatever that amount is, I don't know, but thank you. Polygrip Cunningham. Yeah, that's true. All right, thank you. Thanks, Nick. Thanks for stopping in. I haven't been watching Craig lately. I don't even know if he's been on, honestly. I imagine he's still not talking with them. It's your business. It's okay. Um, so anyways, uh that's true, John. I'm with you there on that. And I mean, I try my best not to look like that, at the very least. You got to shave. At least you got to shave. If you're not doing anything else, I would absolutely say that you have to shave. And that's me talking to another trans person more regular. You at least have to shave. That's what I think. So, by all means. If I grew a beard, I would look like Jihadi John. It wouldn't even work, if I tried it, really. No, you're right to a point, though, whoever you are. But I like to shave myself, you know, or at least cover up what doesn't look visible, or what looks visible. I try to cover it up or whatever. Like if I don't shave or something like that. I mean, you could do it by all means, but we're not at that level yet. I don't think. I think you got to get baby steps going here before that can take effect fully. It's more like a baby step kind of thing. I mean, right now at this time, yeah, it's not gonna fly, I gotta say, um, with a lot of people. And it doesn't matter what everybody thinks. I'm not saying it matters what other people think. It's like everyone can do what they want to do. I won't give a fuck at all. But they're probably just gonna be more what I would call in the either the drag queen community or just the genderqueer community, I guess, which is fine. That's fine too. I mean, to each their own. I don't, someone doesn't want to shave, that's up to them. But I know that isn't what I want to do. I'd rather shave, myself. Do I like stone and metal? I would say I have in the past. Yeah. You talking like Eagles of Death Metal, right, Victor? You have a science Eagles of Death Metal. Does that count as stone and metal? Because I know them. I know that song is Cherry Cola. I know they did that Now I'm a Fool song. That was actually a good takeoff of yeah. Only a fool would say that by Steely Dan. Yeah. I've had that album before. Do you like Clutch by chance? Victory Over Science? Yeah, see, that's too extreme. I never really get into that shit, really. That was just too intense for me. I never liked that intense metal. The most intense stuff I've ever listened to was when I was younger. I was very fascinated with grindcore, which was like Pig Destroyer, Burnt by the Sun, and all that kind of stuff. You know, Pig Destroyer, Burnt by the Sun. I think there was another one too. Uh, Blood Duster. You know, Blood Duster, right? Ever hear of them? There's a funny ass song called Porn Store Stiffy by Blood Duster. I laughed my fucking ass off after hearing it. And I could understand some of the words too. No one, how many people could understand the words to it? But I think I'm going to play it now if I can actually load it right now. It's 1 minute and 34 seconds long. It's definitely quite a trip. Porn Store Stiffy by Blood Duster. For some of you people watching out there, yeah. Laugh it up. Sounds a little like Slipknot, actually. Yeah, tell him to go fuck himself because Jayme Nicole's alive. Yeah, use that porn store stiffy in the women's bathroom. Nick, that's right, Nick. I'm talking to you. Stiffy. That's right. Bessie. This is quite a band, I tell you. What is? What's real feminine of me? Hey, I'll just call you Anna because I can't totally read that. You know that, right? So, Anna, what is so feminine of me? To play that music? Anyways, yeah. If Collins is watching, Jayme Nicole is still alive. And Jayme Nicole's upset with you, apparently. For what she told me last night. Okay? That'd be great if Jayme Nicole came back. I would actually show up in her live streams. Very late. Come on, you're being sarcastic. Yeah. But yeah, if she does do live streams again, I'm going in. I'll tell you that. So I kind of believed it, but at the same time, there's been so many death hoaxes out there anyway that who knows? It's like, yeah, that must suck to be trans in Russia. How are you doing it over there? That's what I'm asking you. Why you live there then? Aren't you gonna leave that country as soon as possible? God damn. I couldn't stand living in Russia. Plus their food isn't even that good, I don't think. I've never really craved Russian food in my life outside of the social issues. I don't ever recall ever craving Russian food, you know? Like, hey, let's get some Russian food. I'm so hungry for Russian food. That's never happened, you know? Not that I can remember. And that's outside the social issues. Then you add the social issues into it. It's like, Jesus. No wonder their food's not that great. It's just the culture there, you know, just in general. Everything just kind of goes hand in hand, you know. I believe the Russians are terrorists, no question about it. And most of them are of those people that you speak of. And you are very, very outnumbered in that horrible country that you're in. You are absolutely outnumbered there. And you have to find some way to move out of there. That's all I'm going to say to you. They still have leftovers from the Communist Party there, too. And they're still running things over there. Leftover from the Joseph Stalin era. Oh, Joseph Stalin hated all those people, too. He so did. Tomatoes and canned. What's Jared tomatoes and canned meat? As far as I'm concerned, if Nick ran for president, he'd be the closest thing to Joseph Stalin, if you want my opinion. Racist Nick is actually, I think, more like Stalin. If you can, yeah, that's what I think. He's not really, I mean, a little like Hitler, maybe, but he's more like Stalin too, in a lot of ways. I would say if I was to put a figurehead on him, he's more like a Stalin, I would say, especially where he tries to tune his talk about saying racial slurs and stuff. But Stalin was racist too, you know. He definitely was, and he thought tons of people were undesirable. So I can tell you that right now. A lot of these people who are alt-right in America are actually more in line with Bolsheviks, the Russian Bolsheviks. It's just they're in the United States. That's the thing. They're more like the Russian Bolsheviks, you know. A lot of these alt-right groups that I see them being more like the Bolsheviks than Hitler's SS, to be honest with you. Do I enjoy wearing tights? Yeah. Who are you, by the way, David? You got a sock account. I don't know who you are, you know. So I don't know if you're someone who's spying on me or what, you know. So Stalin committed genocide against my people. Yeah, I am so not surprised at that. Aha. I'm not at all. No. Killed 5 million was the greatest evil ever. Germans liberate us from him. So yeah, that's very interesting you say that. That Adolf Hitler was better for your freedom than Joseph Stalin was. That's also not surprising too, you know, because everything America's ever done has all been rooted in communist Russia. It's like we've been their cousin all these years, you know. Same with fighting the wars and all that, and doing that kind of thing. We've been very related to them in a lot of ways. But then again, America is such a melting pot that everyone's got different views. We could have National Socialist types in our Navy, for instance, um, who believed in going to Iraq or Afghanistan or whatever. So it's really a mishmash because Stalin was invaded, but he did a lot of bad things within his own country. Kind of like a lot of the people who were in the alt-right. They didn't believe in going over to other countries and bossing them around, but within their own country, they were very strict and rigid, you know? So we have a mishmash of people in this country who are fascists for their own reasons in a lot of ways. I mean, it's pretty much just when people do the math, that's what I think they'll find. So sorry. But yeah, what's going on over there now? Because I'm live on my phone, and this is where I get the best reception to watch live streams, and I'm going live on my phone. So it's very slow. I'm trying to go on the main computer here and try to look out what other people are saying. It's very slow. John Camillo's got 192 people watching. That is craziness. 192? You can't tell me that isn't manipulated. I'm just so curious who might be behind that right now. Yeah, she did. That's what she's good at. Nick also misquoted and said that I'd want to go into the woman's bathroom and show his wife my penis. When I didn't say that, I said I'll just go into every restroom in Arizona and just show it. But I wasn't singling out his wife. Oh, Tara's on panel at King Camillo's. What the fuck? Tara is on King Camillo's panel. Huh. Huh. He has an issue C, I guess, so it's like it's going very slow here. I don't know what's going on. I just see who's on right now. I'm really looking close to the camera and then Tara's a trans person, well, a cross-dresser. It gets all this attention for being a female, okay? But yet I can't seem to. Tara's a nobody, really. I mean, for real. Another one of Rosie's old friends. Whatnot. Your alcohol wife wiped down his nose. STDs on his nose. Yeah. What do you think about Tara Kitten Cat? Just curious. And she said she loves the juice. The juice threatened me just recently. I wasn't gonna do that, okay? I just said that to piss Tata, who just entered the room, off. What do you want, Nick? Fucking serious. What are you fucking doing here? You know I don't like you, right? You're very well aware that I don't like you at all. Very well aware. See, when I don't like someone, I don't fuck around. You see, I cut to the chase. I tell them I want to cut their head off. You see? So I roll. You're trying to worm your way in. Well, oh, I'd never take money. Oh, yeah, but you come on. You're gullible listening to Lolly saying she's got you in her will. She doesn't have anybody in her will. You fucking kidding me? She's running the biggest Ponzi scheme on here. but she speaks to stupid people like you because you believe everything you fucking hear. That's why you believe everything you fucking hear. She knows that she can tell you things like that, huh? Western country. Yeah, Western countries are crazy. You know, I mean, in some ways, if you could get a hybrid between West and East and make that the rule, I would do that. Honestly, a hybrid where you could still enjoy the freedoms of the West, but you still don't have to go all the way to the West or to the East, I guess. Yeah, exactly, Kit and Kat. You know, you got their number, you know, you do. If many people fall for the bull, all you gotta do is speak to them. So I got you in my will. You're such great people. I love your beautiful children. I'm gonna have money in my will for you. And people like Nick believe that shit. You know, they fucking believe it. Well, Wally's running a fucking Ponzi scheme on it. Really? How could someone be so generous and be in this community and be extremely generous and they do is give money to people? I mean, Go Donnie works. He gives money to people too, but he works for a living. Wally Cunningham does not own all those properties. You fucking kidding me? She isn't a millionaire. She's in a trailer park. And she's just an old lady. She should just come out with who the hell she is and stop the nonsense already. I mean, really. How much of this can anyone fucking look at? I mean, really. I'm the most normal one here in fucking actuality. I know a lot of you don't want to hear that, but it's true. They circulate the bank. They're all friends. It's a script. Yeah. Could be. But then again, I also believe that people not in on the script and they are actually taking it word for word too. I also don't put it past certain people to do that as well. Not everybody's a script on here. I've never read a script, and I know Noodles has tried to run a script on his channel. Yeah, you notice Nick disappears right now. You notice that, huh? I didn't even kick him this time, and he disappeared. But yeah, it's like of a car salesman. He's like the Danny DeVito used car salesman in that movie Matilda. He's kind of like that. He's like Joseph Stalin. He's like all these people, I'd like to say. The big time bullshit ass. Yeah, you got it. You got it right. Time to call these clouds up. You know? Absolutely. And I talked to Nick for a while too. That is true. I have talked to him one time. Because I literally thought deep down he wasn't this person. He was actually acting better toward people. And I thought that maybe he's turning a new leaf. Well, fool me once, okay? Fool everybody once. Shame on them. Shame on you, rather. Fool everyone twice, then shame on everyone. You know? If everyone gets fooled by it. But will there be a third time? I think a lot of people are on to Nick. I really freaking do at this point. He was showing a time where he was actually seeming like a very caring person. And they were both trying to do what Wally's doing in a way, looking like Samaritans for the community while, fucking, like they both think alike. Nick and Wally and Jess, they all think alike. And they try to bullshit one another too. It's I actually think Nick's believing that he's got money in there, trust and her will and all that fucking shit, Nick's second authority of the off chance it can get it to be right. That's right, Kit and Kat. You got it right there. And that's the truth that they don't like to see, Right there. It's the truth they don't like to see. And people have been calling him out for a while. And you notice he disappeared. He's not even typing in Camillo's room. Look at what Melton's saying. Look at that. I don't even see him over there. He's just hiding. Like the rat that he is, So anyway, I'll bet Nick's wife demands he works Lolly like he does. She probably believes somebody's ruler. Well, they're Jews. They're the stereotypical Jewish people out there. The ones like the Shlomos. They act like the Shlomos in actuality. Those ones. Right there. There are some nice Jewish people, but those two aren't nice Jewish people. Okay? Like, when it comes to some people and stuff, like say, who else is there? And Lolly says she's Jewish. I don't believe she is. Her name is Donna Berna. She's Italian. For everything that I've seen, she's just as Italian as John Camillo. and she's telling people she's a rich Jew. That's what's crazy about all this shit. She's not Jewish. She's Italian. Okay? Her name is Italian. Because you never get any attention from me. But you see it now. Yeah, I know. And sometimes it has to smack you in the face before you see this guy's not a nice guy at all. He seems like he's open. He'll talk on the phone with you. Yeah, you know? But after a while, you're like, hold on a sec here. Something isn't working here. Something isn't right. You didn't try to tell me that you didn't try to get PayPal money when he fucking shot his hand off. Come on, really? Unitonica knows him pretty well. Tonic and Sales. There you go. Bingo. Right there. Bingo. You can understand, enjoying listening to Milton just complains. Out on the wire. Fuck you, you asshole. Out on the wire. You can go suck my dick. Suck my she-cock. Why don't you fuck it out on the wire? Huh? There's a reason I never liked you either. Keep that in mind. Keep that fucking shit in mind right now. We're talking about Lolly Donner again. The stain on society, known as Lolly Cunningham, per Kitten Cat, who coined that tonight. It really bothered Lolly big time. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it now. And Jayme Nicole, Tonic and Sales. Jayme Nicole's not dead. Jayme Nicole showed up very briefly on my channel last night. She says she has some scores to settle. She's going to be mentioning certain people. And Carlos Martinez is going to be one of those people. So I guess we're going to have to stay tuned with that, you know? I used to like talking to Jayme and telling her things because of her reaction sometimes, like what she would say sometimes. Like it was funny to hear her. It's like, I don't know why you're telling me that for. So if Jayme Nicole goes live again, I'm going to be in her live streams if I can. Yeah, Jamie Springer. The Jamie Springer account came in my room late last night and says she has some scores, I think, with Cyrax and with Carlos, too. And I think with Cyrax as well. I don't know. Actually, I just called her Stain Generation Society. Well, Wally mentioned it, whatever the case. I don't think I recall saying society. No. I think early, I don't think I even saw that. I don't know. I mean, it was too loud where I was, you know. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Goldie Khan. Yep. Good job. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with that. I would imagine she's probably going to be the same people she probably used to talk about with maybe Carlos added into the mix now. Bloated Kiki's not around no more. And it kind of makes sense, Tonic, when you think about it, right? Because Bloated Kiki doesn't run a channel no more, Tonic. So wouldn't she pick this time to come back? This would be a good time for her. She kind of faked her death with Bloated Kiki around because his stream was very big at the time that she supposedly died, right? And he's not around no more, and he hasn't been around. So, yeah, I know that there is, and you know what? They can fucking be idiots, and they can be the stupid ones. Who the fuck would pay for that kind of thing anyway? Yeah, that's so surprising to me. Bloated Kiki, of all people, he was running a pretty successful channel. He was getting views for his sub numbers. He had some outrageous numbers for his subs being under 1,000. He had about 180 people watching at a time. Now, he was the one who regularly got that, or at least got 100 or something, or maybe 120 or something. Yeah, something's happening with Camilo. It might be Noodles, because there was a person trolling me earlier. I don't know who was running all those sock accounts about going over to Ringmaster Lovage on Camilo's room. But someone is definitely botting him up for sure. And I don't even know if it's bought or 100%. I can't even prove that it's him, honestly. Something's very crazy over there, though, with that. He's getting 211 views right now. 211 views off of 1K subs right now. He just got 1K, and now all of a sudden he's getting so, his views are so inflated. I mean, is anyone going to try to tell me I'm jealous? Because I'm seeing the real stats here for what they are. So, Juice, you are all talking no action, Juice. Period. You've threatened so many people and you haven't ever visited them. You supposedly knew where G Mangos was when you threatened him, right? And you said you were going to blow him up or something like that. You really heavily threatened G Mangos, so he was literally taking it serious. I remember that. You can't get away from that one. That's what you did. And you probably forget it very conveniently, Juice. Over there in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, wherever the hell you're at. That's another one. He talked nicer to me before, but then he's like, oh, fucking. That's the Bergs, isn't it? That account is the Bergs right there. Bars of 15, 50. I think that's the Bergs right there. G Mangos is a good guy. Yeah, he is. I think his show's chaotic, but I think him as a person, when you get him one-to-one, I think he's cool, yeah. He's going to chain the trailer and drag it down the gravel road to a cliff. Yeah, let's note that right there, because you have a better memory even. Because some people take notes down here, and they don't forget. So, Juice, it looks like that's what you said you were going to do right there. What happened to that, Juice? What the hell happened? Huh? What happened? What happened to that, huh? And now Magna got timeout in John's now, too. And someone else is getting deleted over there. Then I loved fucking with those people. When I had a wrench over there, I was kicking people to troll, right? And banning them and unbanning them, banning and unbanning, like spamming up their comments, you know, because I knew it would piss some of the mods off over this. So when I had a Lent, they're telling me to get on panel. Well, they're shit out of luck because I'm over here, number one. You think I'm going to leave my show to go on panel over there? No. I'm here to get my viewers too. So they think I'm going to literally leave here to go there. Really? Plus, I can't get on panels. This is the only way I can get my voice out anyway. You know, and it's better this way anyway because I'm building up my own channel doing this, not other people's channels. So they want me to build their channel up. Fuck you. Fuck you, Ollie. Fuck you. I'm assuming you're talking right now. I can't hear you. This is a test right here. And nope. When Nick was talking shit about me, Carolyn did not take up for me tonight. So, you know what? Either you take up for me or that's over. Don't come in here anymore. Do not. At all. I'm not here to play babysitter. I'm not here to give spankings to people when they're being bad. I'm here to tell you to fuck off. I'm not here to babysit. I told certain people that before. I'm not here to be your babysitter. You should know what the fuck to do yourself. Exactly. Yeah. Juice tries to portray himself like he's a black man or something, a black gangster guy or something. He tries to portray himself like he's something, but he's really an old redneck problem. You know? I don't know what's fucking deal. And Camilo's not even there on his own stream. He's getting 211 views. This isn't right. Camilo's not even there. Where the hell is he? Where the hell is he now? Huh? Where the fuck is he? Yeah, German lady's been through some very bad luck recently. My favorite burger. Huh. I like a plain cheeseburger if it's good. You know, I usually like to eat the meat or I put light condiments on it, depending. I like avocado Avocado and Swiss on a burger is eating pretty good. I'll eat that every now and then, maybe. Or sharp cheddar, maybe. I like all different things on my burger, but I don't really get like blue cheese on burgers. I mean, I like it to a point, but I wouldn't get that out. Yeah, for real. He's using something. Yeah, because that could be in violation. They're trying to get his channel shut down. Is what they're trying to do. I'm going to literally declare it. It just hit me right now. They're trying to shut John's channel down by giving him the artificial views because they know that that will get reported. So the people manipulating it are trying to, I think, get him shut down is what I think they're trying to do. They're trying to get him shut down. And if it happens regularly, they're probably going to succeed. He gets monetized and then boom, he's not going to be here no more. You know, something tells me that channel's coming down within 2 weeks. It just hit me. It just hit me like an iron sword right now. The Camilo's channel is going to be coming down probably within 2 weeks at the rate it's going right now. He puts Lolly in charge, and don't be surprised if people are going to troll him now or try to. He used to run a better channel. Now it's like some of it's the same, but it's like manipulated by Lolly. And that's blatantly obvious right there. I know it's view bots, German lady. I know it's view bots. You're telling people, you're preaching to people there who I already know what it is. Okay, don't tell anyone, but people know. People know totally. Swiss is where it's at. I love. Wait, hold on. Swiss is where it's at. I love barbecue with an onion ring. Yeah, barbecue with an onion ring, huh? That's good. A raw onion ring, right? Or do you put an actual deep fried onion ring in a burger? I put a raw onion ring. I would anyway. So Camilo's channel is going down within a few weeks at this point. If this is what they're going to do now every night to him, or at least a good amount of the time, I wouldn't be surprised. They're trying to get their hooks in it. He just got monetized. Yeah, exactly. Just 5 people talking in the chat. No one's talking. That's exactly right. Nobody's talking. Hardly for those numbers. That is another very good point. Donna, aka Ambitious. Very insightful. Very insightful right there. Yeah. Very insightful. Yeah. Okay. I knew when I was introducing Carolyn in here, she'd be jumping up on all these people. I knew it. She'd send everyone's head in circles, and her head would be sent in circles. Win-win, right? Hey, did anyone get my channel recommendation last night of the guy Sydney Knapp? Did anyone catch that last night? What do you think of Sydney Knapp? Let me recap on that. What did you think when you checked out Sydney Knapp's channel, Kit and Cat? I think you're the first person I'll ask because you did comment on that. What if Sydney Knapp somehow get into this community? I can somehow get him in here. Wouldn't he be great to go on panel with? Like Mark Terry or somebody like that? Try to see if he can get talking into it, maybe. I don't know. Because he's somebody he uploads his videos. He doesn't really interact too much. But yeah, he'll get John Camillo will get monetized. Which will lead to extra YouTube determination because advertisers are now involved. Yeah. Yep. And the advertisers might be able to report it too. I don't know. They see something going on. I didn't listen much to your sub though. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get people to check his channel out. I am. He's been on YouTube a long time. A long time. Before Boyd. Before Boyd, he's even been here. I just didn't really. He doesn't really interact with people. I want to see if he can somehow interact, maybe. See if he can actually respond to possibly new people looking at his channel, maybe. Huh? I don't know. Put a lot of different people on whose piano. There's only 3 people up on John Camillo right now. No, I do not. Firecracker sausages, huh? Those things are hot. Like you're talking like the real fatty ones. They turn that big, but they're like really hot and they're like really greasy and they're just hot when you bite into them. They take a long time to cool off. Yeah, you can handle them. Yeah, as they shrink and then they get really hot because of the fat content. They heat up and then they shrink and then they're really hot. Yeah, right. Let me ask, are they Italian sausages by chance? Are they Italians? Because there was a brand of Italian sausages that was like that a supermarket had, and they would shrink and get very blackened and hot. They would just usually cook very good. And yeah. Yeah, Sidney Knapp. Have you ever seen him before, Marilyn Mike? Sidney Knapp? Yeah, Knapp. Yep. Oh, American. Okay. Because there's this brand of Italian sausages, and they don't come with fennel in them. So they're more like a plain or Italian sausage without the fennel. You know, oh, Johnsonville. Well, Johnsonville's still a good name. They're not bad. A lot of stores sell them, though. I usually get, if I was ever going to get sausages, I get the store brand ones usually. Yep, Sidney Knapp. Yeah, definitely. Tell me what you think. I think you could give Mark Terry a run for his money. That's right. They get him on some of these panels, or at least have him respond, even if he's not going to go live. Just have him respond at least. See if he notices the traffic coming to his page, maybe or something. He'll wonder where it's coming from, possibly. So I've kept my mouth shut for a long time on him. I think now's the time that he can get introduced. I would say so. I think there's another person too. I was gonna promote this BBW girl actually sometime back. I don't know if you remember a stream where I did try to promote Sydney a while back, actually, too. And then I also promoted a second person by the name of Beautiful BBW Girl Vlogs or something like that. If you want like a female person who shows her feet and does stuff like that and jiggles her belly and dances and all that kind of stuff. Um, I was gonna promote that person sometime back, actually, when Noodles was pushing Michelle Marie Delaney. I wanted to bring in Beautiful BBW Girl Vlogs. You should learn some sweet, yeah, tricks. Oh, and the whole thing was Noodles would get grossed out by looking at her too. That was my fucking motivation there, but behind trying to bring her in, you know, she's got quite an audience though. Sometimes she has some of them are juggalos actually that follow her, believe it or not, but she doesn't go too many places. So I kind of left that one alone, but she has done the show some love thing before, though. She has done that for donations. Um, so there is a BBW woman who's kind of in the juggalo community. She shows her feet, she dances, she'll burp, she'll fart, and she'll do all that stuff. And I wanted to bring her in at the time Noodles was promoting Michelle Marie Delaney. Hey, do you know who that is, Tony? You know who Beautiful BBW Girl Vlogs is? You know who that girl is? She burps, she farts, she fucking dances, she shows her feet and all that kind of stuff. You ever come across? I think she commented on Boy Blues before, actually. I think she actually commented on Boy Blues. You can balance a broomstick. Yeah, I can balance a broomstick on my nose. Yeah. That's not a banana. That's my nose. That's not a banana. That's my nose. You never heard of her, huh? Well, you might find out soon. That's all I'm going to say. She's a good dancer, though. I'll tell you, for someone as big as she is, and as disgusting as she might seem sometimes, she's married. She's actually married. But you know one thing she doesn't do that a lot of these married women here do? You know what she doesn't do? She doesn't flirt with other guys. She says she's married. She doesn't flirt with other guys. She just goes on for content purposes. So somebody like that doesn't doesn't look at other guy YouTubers while they're married like others do here. She doesn't do that, believe it or not. She does the show some love thing. She does that and she jiggles her belly and all that and does all this kind of stuff. But no, she doesn't flirt with other guys at all, which I see a lot of women doing down here that are married. She doesn't do that, actually, which is something. So, but yeah, beautiful BBW girl vlogs. Yeah. I think anybody else I'm thinking of possibly showing. Oh yeah. None that I can think of right now. Someone who used to be here though. I wish Real Man 1 million came back. Real Man 1 million, Real Man 1 trillion. I kind of wish he would come back, honestly. He doesn't do this anymore at all. Um, so he's like kind of retired from YouTube, at least in this kind of stuff, you know. Has a channel by the name of Real Man Pounds. He used to be here some time ago. Um, and I would re-promote people if I found their channels again from the old days. I would re-promote them if I could actually locate some of them. But some of them haven't even logged on for a long time, you know. Like I wonder if Lambie St. Clair is still around. It's someone who used to be on here. She used to do like booty dancing and she used to do these videos. She had like extra long hair and all that kind of stuff. Um, Dave the writer, hold on. That guy, he was the one with the short, really dark hair, right? And he had pale skin and he used to sit in front of the camera. He was that guy, wasn't he? He might have had sunglasses on every now and then. Was that who Dave the writer is? So there's some people that have been here. And if they were here, I would possibly think maybe about reviving their channels, but some of them haven't logged in and maybe they just don't have the interest in coming. I know a few of them are still around on the internet though. Yeah, Lambie, yeah, for real. Huh? How about Uma Junk Collector? I know people talked about Uma Junk Collector. That was like before the Nomadic Fanatic times. Um, we had people like Uma Junk Collector on here. And that's when Cameo Collections was in Team Talk and stuff. Yeah, she was. All these old people sometime. You gotta, since you can't get them back, you gotta find new ones, you know? That's just evolution, you know. We're evolving on the internet, you know. Sometimes we can't live in the past all the time because some of those people have moved on. So I'm very fine with evolving if they're never going to come back, but it's just kind of nice to think about maybe sometimes. Dave still makes videos about his teeth, like mouth guards or something like that. Who's yours? Hey, Kitten Cat or anyone in here, can you tell me who Reasons Deranged really is? Like, what do you think of Reasons Deranged? I know she's everywhere, though. I think she tried writing me before, too. I know she's all over the place and stuff. Everything's become a shit show in more recent memory, though, with all these new people. It used to be fun years ago. That's why I'm trying to bring back YouTube, is to kind of alike how they used to be on here, you know? I'm trying to get them some exposure, possibly. Maybe they can actually turn things around the more I get them in here, you know? I mean, that was always what I wanted to do, but there were just times I couldn't, I was having a lull with finding people. But when I find them, I usually try to promote them and stuff. You know, I'm trying to get some people in here. I really, um, you know, a lot of these people came because of me anyway. Like Anderson Henderson was prompted to come here again because I was streaming. That made Harold want to come to the Boit because Harold wasn't going to be in the Boit. He was trying to revive an old war from a long time ago. And then that gave me the idea, and I found Elvis in the Boit, and I started making videos around there. Then Harold started to see my subs climb, and he wanted to get in on it. He wanted to finally come down to the Boit, it turned out. So I'm the reason he got the exposure he got on Real Stream Newsy. So I could be credited for him showing up on there and possibly getting exposed. My mentor, Harold, Jeff T. Rowe. Did you ever hear that? I call Harold my mentor because I inevitably picked up certain tactics from him over time, whether I wanted to or not. What happened to Amanda May? Amanda May comes on and off, and I haven't seen Amanda May lately. I thought Brian was actually going to build a pool channel, like shooting pool or something. I thought he was actually going to do something like that, and I started to sub to the channel, and then Amanda Bryan took it down. I remember like the channel was called something like Brian's Billions or something like that. I wanted to watch it actually. I've known people in the Northeast who played pool. Pool tournaments were very big out there actually. A lot of people played pool, so it kind of took me back watching that. Tell me the reason why he should have never sold that riding lawnmower to him. He sold the riding lawnmower to Casey Nunez. I never knew about that. By the way, where's Casey Nunez? I heard he was trying to come back. Did you hear anything about Casey Nunez trying to make a comeback? Because I thought I heard something that he tried to make a comeback. I mean, more recently even. Is he still even on here? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, Maryland, I guess, has it too. Casey Nunez, Renetto. That's the stuff coming up now. Renetto, Casey Nunez gets trolled by Stalker. This was before we had the people like Elvis on here. This was before Bergs. This was before oh, it's down. I thought he had one though. More recently, it got taken down again. He's getting taken down, and he manages to not get famous doing it anymore. Is that what you're telling me? He's still getting kicked out, even though he's not making any major headlines. He still manages to get kicked off just for logging in or something. Oh, Cadet Attention was a YouTuber on here. I know Casey Nunez gets trolled by Stalker. You know who I've wanted to come back to this community in a very odd kind of way? Someone who was kind of an adversary of mine at one point too. Tobacco Road, you remember Expanded Celt by chance? You remember Expanded Celt? Watching an old Casey Nunez video here. Remember he used to put that wig on too. I remember he used to try to put that wig on to look like Howard Stern or something. I remember that when he did that and shit. Runamout. What about they called him Dallas, didn't they? Runamout. Yeah, they think they called him Dallas, didn't they? Got now. Yeah, see, that was the old boy right there. That was the bottom of YouTube back then, before the bottom of YouTube. But I was before them even. I was before Runamout. I know that. I wasn't before Casey Nunez, but I was before Runamout. I know that. See you later. What's going on? Talking about this wonderful new security system that came in, and I was really excited and couldn't wait to get. So he had this nice house he was living in, but he lived in trailers most of the time. Casey Nunez, he lived in trailers predominantly, that I recall. But then he was seen in some nice house or something another time. I guess he traveled a lot. I don't know, or he was in different places or something. I don't know. The actor Casey Nunez in Stolen Valor. So Mark Terry wasn't the first one who did Stolen Valor. Casey Nunez, I guess, did Stolen Valor. Also. Um, oh, and you want to laugh? Speaking of Casey Nunez. Oh, so he's just kind of doing his own thing now. Okay. Carlos thought that I got his information through Casey Nunez. That Casey Nunez must have told me that he was Joe Petrucci. I really had Carlos going the first time I said his name. Okay. Norman who? But Carlos got so upset. He was so shocked. He was so shocked, right? He's like, Casey Nunez had to have told you because he was the only one with that information. Casey Nunez was the only one who had my name. And the truth is, I didn't talk to Casey Nunez. I used something called process of elimination. That's what I used to call it, process of elimination. You know, based on how many tries you give, based on how many things you throw out there and see what sticks. That's how I got Carlos' name, just through process of elimination. That's really it. Casey didn't tell me. Casey didn't tell me about that. It was through process of elimination. Norman, oh, how can I forget? I think he did have a sidekick too, yeah. They had lived together and they were splitting rents, weren't they? Living in places. It's probably how they got by. That's what I'm thinking. Who's this silly Nelson guy? Guess what? Nelson Duncan? Silly Nelson? Because I'm seeing these other channels now talking about Casey Nunez and stuff. Casey just threw it up in an ice and put him out of the corner with the can and filled it. Yeah, he was a scammer. Casey Nunez was a scammer, no question about it. He was doing this Boyd shit before the community came out. And I know he rolled people just as well as people down here have done, maybe even more so, actually. Would you say Casey Nunez was one of the biggest scammers to ever come on this website? Do you think he beats out everybody even? Do you think he ran more than other people have on here even? besides Tucker and besides Diane's channel, don't you think he's probably one of the next in line? I know he was running a lot of shit back some time ago. Joey the Fetus was absolutely a no good piece of shit. I fucking hated him. Even then, I don't like him now. I hated him then too. It's always a piece of shit, as far as I'm concerned. That guy is 100% canceled. Yeah, I didn't know how to take it because he scammed people, but yet he was in it for the lols also. I mean, but I think he's top 3 on the scamming list. Is that what you meant, Marilyn Mike? That he took people's money quite a bit, like on the level that Tucker did at Diane's channel, like on those levels? Because you remember him, Marilyn Mike. It seems like you remember who he is. So I think he definitely did roll a lot of people. I mean, that's what it looked like to me back then. Yeah, he did at that time. And I think he outdid even some people in the present time, outside of Tucker and outside of Diane, I would say. You know who else would try to do the same thing? Marilyn Mike. You've observed Liz, right? 18-year-old Liz, who was with Anderson Henderson before she turned 18. You know exactly who that is, right? Just like lately, Liz is bragging about all the gifts she got, and she got men to pay for certain things and all this kind of shit. And she's going to make a living doing that, I think. I think she's going down a very bad path. She's going to be doing that. She's going to be like Glam Life. She's like the young cat Glam Life. I was the one who coined that. I was the first one to say that Liz reminded me of a young version of Glam Life. That's probably what she's going to become. That's what I would say. I kind of see it coming, Marilyn Bay. Honestly, I see that in her future. Um, it's going to be what she's absolutely. And she's saying she loves me. She loves this one, that one. And she doesn't really do. She doesn't really, you know. But the funny thing is, she could be bullshitting that she could end up actually falling in love with somebody through a lie, kind of like what Abby did, like that. And Tucker, I don't think Tucker is in jail. No, I don't think he is. Actually, but no, Liz is definitely working. And then Abby tried to e-beg too, not long ago. If anyone saw that, um, she tried to. Um, that's going to be more commonplace for her too as time goes on. If she turns on the camera and stuff. So yeah, I don't think Tucker's in jail. No, he's not. Nope, he's still here. He's under another name though. Uh Joey and Zach. Who's Zach again? How about Romby? Do you remember Romby by chance? AJ's glass? Rumbuckshush Romby? The Polician, he called himself the Polician too, I think. He might even still have an account on here for all I know. Romby, and then we had Uncle from Hell. We had Tennessee guy who. What'd you think of Romby? Tell me what you thought of him now, because he was definitely someone he used to show his money around and stuff. Um, he didn't scam anybody that I know, but he used to always just talk about his wealth and stuff, how much he had. Look at me, I have this, you don't have this, like that sort of stuff. Uh, you had about 6 damn dreams with Abby, and then that's scary. I think any actual dream with Abby, it might have been one or two. That's about all. I never really dreamed about her in my sleep. It was more just thinking when I was awake, more than anything. Um, we had 16 dreams with Abby, and they need to stay the hell out of my bed or head or what? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thought he was all right until the bragging. Yeah, Romby did. He did live in a hotel room, didn't he? I think he actually got it to where he lived there full time or something. And he put pictures on the wall like it was his own house. No, it's not. Thought he was all right until the bragging. Yeah, that sounds about right, I think. Uh she's just something. No, she's not. What are you talking about? This guy the Polician now. I'm checking out his old channel. Museum Privilege. You're new to the channel. Welcome. He's got 810 subscribers. Okay. He's kind of trending toward 1,000 though. Romby still has 810 subscribers on it. He's got a channel up still. Um, actually, 7 years ago was his last video. Yeah. The drinking videos of old times were quite something too. They used to down 40 ounces in under 10 minutes and stuff. And I used to do those challenges actually. Odd here. I mean, they used to do that kind of stuff. The 40-ounce crew did under 10-minute 40-ounce chugging and stuff. I mean, they did that quite a bit. Um, I'm one of the last ones out here to speak about this who has a monetized channel right now. There aren't many. Is there anyone with a monetized channel right now back from that time? I might be the only one, honestly. I'm talking who knows all these people. It's like G Mangos is the closest it gets. And then maybe Bergs or something. But I'm definitely one of the very few with a monetized channel right now, still doing videos and streams who knew all these people. Yeah, there are, but it's on another channel altogether. I don't know who that was. You're whitelisted. What do you mean? Outland is still around too. That's true. Timmy113 is Vlogger Puppets. That guy, I didn't know what the hell to think of him years ago. And then he tries to say how I started all kinds of shit with him and I stalked him for several years. There's one person to blame for that, Timmy, in more recent history. Bunny Cha Cha turned me on to Vlogger Puppets again. She actually tried telling me that his channel was worth watching. And then when I watched him, I'm like, yeah, this is just the same old shit from years ago. That's really all it is. And I told him, and maybe one day it'll happen, depending on what happens, right? I might actually go to San Diego and go to that beach that he goes to and just annoy the shit out of him. He doesn't want people like me on that beach that he goes to. I'll tell you that right now. He doesn't. Do you have a monetized channel, Jeff? I haven't kept track. The Real Family Guy. Yeah. Roller skate right up on him. Sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Yeah. I don't like his demeanor at all. I never did. It took nothing to get him aggravated. He's not the type to ever talk to anybody who he even likes on. He doesn't even open up the door to talk to them on the phone or anything. Nobody. Even the people that he does like, the few that he doesn't even talk to them. He's a very strange guy. It's always been a very strange guy, I thought. You know? Yeah, sure would be funny. He wouldn't know what the hell to do. I think he'd freak out if he saw one YouTuber on the street, even if it wasn't me. I think the guy would flip his shit. Well, what I think about him is I think that he abused Deanna, but something tells me that she probably planted porn on his computer too, because he abused her and all that kind of shit. Because what's the best way to get someone busted? Call someone a pedo and then have proof that they're a pedo. Probably took his computer to a guy, probably paid him to install all of his child porn. Because all this time I knew him, I just never knew that to come up. I knew he did a lot of shit, but not child porn. I mean, even from his ex-wife, she never mentioned anything regarding child porn. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So that's why I'm starting to wonder now. Deanna got a lot of notoriety off it. She got her 15 minutes of fame on Real Stream News. So something's kind of fishy with that. As bad as he is, and everyone knows he's bad, she knows he's bad, and that's why I think she got that porn planted on his computer to really put him away. So then they saw that, and then they looked through his computer and charged him with that, is what I think happened, on top of his already existing criminal record. That's what I think happened. But John, they have Harold logging in at work on his phone, logging in where? To his computer to look at that porn? Because I've known him all this time, and his ex-wife never mentioned anything. She said that he was creepy, and he was a stalker, and he was violent, but never anything about child porn. Even going back to his first wife on here, metal chick. Yep, I used to talk to her sometimes too. And no, she's never said anything like that. Yeah, well, he did a real good job hiding it if it really was on there. And assume that it's just so tough to believe if you've been so close to the guy like Penny was, right? That you'd somehow know about it, wouldn't you? It seems a little strange to me, this whole thing, how it came about. That someone would at least very close to him have known about that, right? Wouldn't you have thought that if it is true, someone very close to him would have known about it? And maybe that's why Penny was mad at him sometimes. Hey, I protected your sorry ass because I know your dirty secret. Maybe that's why he beat the hell out of him when he bailed him out of jail or something. That's what he told me. He was very mad at Harold over something long before this whole stuff happened. So maybe he did find that out, and he was backing him, but he was also being a real prick to Harold too, maybe, because he did know. But he felt sorry for him or something. Do you think that maybe happened, AJ's Glass? That might have happened, I'm thinking. Like he might have known some time ago, maybe, but he was just pissed off about it when he did know. And I'm talking some time back. We're talking like up to 2-3 years ago, even now. He's probably fucking upset that he had to, he felt he had to bail him out of jail and stuff. Yeah, me too. Me too. Because someone very close to him had to have known. That's what I'm thinking. Who better? Who better than his running mate? That's the thing. And he's like, I had no idea about this. I had no clue. I think he had a clue about it, though. That's the thing. Who would admit they knew? But yeah, exactly. He was just playing it smart, like he's usually done. He's usually played things smart on here to make himself not any bit involved in anything. So I think he did know to some degree. But yeah, they did a lot of things back then. And a lot of times Harold would do Penny's dirty work. He would. He'd be the enforcer or whatever over there. But Penny's just an improved Harold who can be more of a family man type. That's really, it's what it is, really. He's just what Harold wishes he could be, is what Penny is. That's what it comes down to, I think. I would say there was some closeness there with the two, but Harold just couldn't manage to be on Penny's level, if that makes sense. Yeah, pretty much. I know you had dealings with the 6699. I know that, Tobacco, and you knew their tactics back in the day. Mojo, what's going on? How you doing? I'm just talking about old YouTube on here. Jojo, you seem like someone who'd be on YouTube a long time. Were you here a very long time, like back in the atheist days on here? You just seem like someone who'd be around a long time, but you don't talk about it too much. Like you might have been in some of the old communities on here or something, because I can't picture you being extremely new for some reason to YouTube. Is Abe Hanson out what you mean? So you remember like the atheist community and all that? Coughlin 666. You probably hung around him, didn't you, and troll him some maybe. Or fake Sagan or people like that. Were you here? Not doing a panel tonight. Nope. What was the video of why would you just come in here and say, let me up? Like, let me up. Like, you're so demanding. Why? What about the video of Harold sucking a rubber thing? I didn't see that video. Does anyone have that? They can send it to me because I have not seen that. I need to see that. They kept it from me for some reason. All these people who had these videos, they seem to keep them from me for some reason. I don't know. You got kicked from, what do you mean, Hana? What do you mean? Well, Mojo, let me ask you something, Mojo. Was Charlotte here a very long time also? She seemed like she also could have been here a long time ago, too. Viewers are meeting me here. I don't know what you're talking about, Carol. I really don't. Viewers are meeting me here. What? What are you talking about? One of mine is when Nick was talking his shit to me, you still didn't take up for me, Carolyn. So I really don't think you're with me as much as you might want to make it seem. And I'm not playing these games with you, all right? I've said it from day one. You're not going to just get in my good graces again and again and again. You're not. Okay? You're not going to do that. I tested you earlier with this, and you stayed over there the whole time. So, you know what? Carolyn, shut up, will you? I don't want to hear it. I don't like Tara, and she fucking knows it, all right? German lady's okay, but I don't talk to Tara. Come on, get the fuck with it, will you? I just know when Nick was talking his shit up on panel, you weren't backing me publicly. You never do that. You never tell these people off. So now I know where you're at too, and just don't waste your time with me. Don't waste my time anymore. All right? It's over with. Just don't come in here. Slack my jack. Can you believe it? I don't know. Yeah, people should take me. So I'm as serious as a heart attack. I fucking am. Absolutely. Yeah, they kicked you out of Camilo's, Hannah. What happened? Is he still live? I don't even know. I haven't even watched. I don't have a link tonight. No, I'm not doing it because it doesn't just paste for me on here in the chat. I have to manually type it in. It's too much work for me to do. So it looks like I'm back to doing singles again. I'm not going to be doing the panels, I don't think. There's an easy way to paste it down, but it doesn't work for me. It doesn't fucking work. Yeah, and I don't think I should see it, honestly. I think it's just best to move the fuck on, you know? That's it. Because you would have told Nick off if you had really meant it, and you didn't do that. You're there kissing his ass. You're there with Lolly. You're there going along with her. Like, oh, yeah, that's too bad what they're doing to you. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, there's no playing lukewarm here. There isn't. Well, there isn't. I'm. He is a real racist piece. Absolutely, he is. And he wants to call me a fascist? No. That guy had his fucking way. He'd destroy a lot of people. He'd kill a lot of people. Kidding me? He's horrible. I used to think he was an all right guy to some degree. And I thought this whole thing was just kind of a shtick that he was doing. But stupid me. But then I didn't fall for it way too many times, maybe just once. But some people, they thought that he was changing or whatever, that he was getting better. No. Nope. They're here for their own purposes too, just like, you know, I'm talking about their cardio. I'm sure they want dry donations for that. I'm sure they do. Anything that happened that happens to them, I think they really want money from people. Nick and Jess want your hard-earned money, everybody. They want your hard-earned money. You're damn right they do. Right. Exactly. They're partners in crime. I'm going to definitely say that. If Carolyn doesn't want to take this fucking shit serious, then she can go fuck off too. Period. I'm not playing games on here, Carolyn. I'm not fucking playing games. When I say that someone's a threat, I really fucking mean that they're a threat, and you're all cuddling up to them. Is what pisses me off about you. So there. Playing it cool doesn't work on here. Yes, I do think you are. Prove to me that you're not. Yeah, you understand. Okay. Yeah, what are you starting? Nothing that I know. Seal hater, maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But Juice wants $500 to $1,000 he wants to pay to get my address. Yeah, like that is worth it. Patch. I heard that name, Patch. Oh, I think I heard his name. Who from League with G Maggots? Okay, well, I think G Maggots has always had good intentions on her. I just think his streams got out of control. That's my opinion on it. He had a lot of shit go on, but when he left and all that, and everyone would take over his Pam. UDT. Okay, AJ. How you doing, Brewski Drewski? What's happening? Fire It Up. Yeah, you know that song, Fire It Up by Chance Hannah? Who sings it if you know the song? There's a song called Fire It Up. Who sings it? It's off an album called Mafia. That's a hint. It's the first song on the album. Hey, do you want to come to Portland and see what it's like? Black Label Society. You got the answer right. Yep, Black Label Society. Yep. Right then. By the way, that was a T-shirt that Joey Petrucci used to have. Also, I have a good memory. He used to wear a Black Label Society shirt, actually. And Uncle from Hell wore one also. Jayme Nicole isn't dead. I'm telling you right now, Binder Binder 123. She showed up last night. The Jamie Springer account showed up and said she has some people she needs to address and how she is not dead. And she just had to get away for a bit. Yeah. Yep. I wouldn't be saying it if I didn't see it. Yeah, where'd you see her? In here. You saw her in here, didn't you? She was here, like around the end of the stream. Yep, she was here. She's alive, folks. She's alive. Anyone who was pushing the fact that the story sounded a little shady that she just randomly died off an overdose and COVID got her, all this shit. And then it showed up on her Facebook. Well, it might have been. You're right. It's kind of like when OJ killed Nicole. It was probably OJ's son. I don't think OJ killed Nicole. I think OJ's son killed Nicole. It was someone definitely related to OJ Simpson closely, like his son. Maybe talked to him about doing it or something. OJ probably agreed. Do what you have to do, you know. He probably killed Nicole. OJ's son, I think, killed Nicole. Another Nicole. Yeah, Nicole Brown. Yeah. But no, I really don't believe OJ killed Nicole. I think his son did it. Honestly. Well, we'll find out. All I know is I saw that channel, and I don't think anyone would clone her, but we'll wait and see, I guess. Why would they pick now to clone her and come back? I just don't get it. I don't know who would think of it after they didn't mention her for a while. It's kind of weird to me. I don't know. Who did you see stalking you today, Carolyn? Who? Who this time? And where was it? I never know what she's going to say. I really don't. Her son has control of that account now. Yeah, so who is it? It wasn't Music Biz Marty, was it? I think it might be Music Biz Marty. That scoundrel. I think it might have been him. I don't know. We'll wait and see, I guess. We'll wait and see. Carolyn, no, you're going to tell me who the fuck it is right now. You're not going to be playing these fucking games in person. I'll give you a guess. That guy threatening you with that piece. I don't know what you're talking about. Threatening me with what piece? There's no one in Nashua that I know of or wherever you're at. Threatening me. Oh, yeah. Okay. Randall. You should have said Randall, for Christ's sakes. That's who it is. Yeah. Yeah, I asked him if he was. He said no, but it was obvious that he was. Yeah. He was pointing it around. Yeah. Probably was aiming at me or something. Yeah. Oh, come on. You didn't see him there. He was not in your city. He was not. Randall somehow showed up to Nashua, New Hampshire. Randall somehow showed up there, you're telling me. He went to your neighborhood. Yeah. No, it isn't. You have a video. You should have filmed him. If he was really there, you should have filmed him. So it would be more believable, at least. Okay, Carolyn. Okay, I think you're seeing things. There's probably a guy who looked like him and you thought it was him. I determined that's what it was. You ran into someone who looked like him. Because there are a few people in New Hampshire that look like him. Yeah, there actually are that I've seen. You probably ran into him. Probably some clerk at a store or something. Probably someone walking around. He's probably on his break. Probably something like that. Yeah, and that's who you saw Randall to be. Okay, I got it now. Yeah. Real mayonnaise carries DNA that resembles human DNA. No wonder why I never liked mayonnaise. Jesus. No wonder why I don't. So real mayonnaise is actually has human DNA in it. I'm gonna look that up. I want to see if that's actually real. Let's say. Yeah, there's questions on it. How millennials killed the mayonnaise. I guess millennials killed the mayonnaise industry. I guess they did. These random articles are coming up now. Does mayonnaise have DNA in it? How millennials killed the mayonnaise industry. 12 facts that might surprise you. Mashed potato salad, fragment with dill, spiced by celery seed. Went untouched on the picnic table, so a macaroni salad. Yeah, I guess millennials were at a cookout. They didn't even eat macaroni salad or potato salad or something. I guess they didn't even eat it. Along about a decade ago, someone began to notice they were toting home as much of their offerings as they concocted. Their contributions were being overlooked or shunned. Why would this be? Mom's extraordinary potato salad, fragrant with dill, spiced by celery seed, went untouched on the picnic table. So did her macaroni salad, huh? And her chicken salad and her deviled eggs. I don't eat that anyway, so I caught it home. A good 3 pounds of painstakingly prepared Waldorf salad. I'm a geriatric millennial. My generation is a geriatric millennial, by the way. That is my generation. I'm not more than anybody right now. Um, so so anyway, I guess I don't like mayonnaise, so I did, but I've ate potato salad sometimes though. Macaroni salad too, maybe. But deviled eggs and chicken salad, I wasn't really a big fan of. Um, she was forced to face facts. The family's taste had changed, or rather, their family had changed. Oldsters were dying off, and the youngins taking their places, and the paper plate line were different somehow. AJ Nason, haven't seen you around here. I'm getting new people all the time, though. That's a good sign. All right. Chicken salad is delicious. She worked like a terrier to haul herself. I'm just reading some things here. I don't think I've ever seen Anderson Henderson eat mayonnaise either or put it on anything. I don't think he ever has in the time that I've seen him eat anything. I don't think Anderson Henderson ever ate mayonnaise. Honestly, I don't think he ever has. Come to think about it. Depends on the recipe. Yeah. Well, it depends. Like if it ends up being silent or something in something, I won't mind that it's there. But I'm not gonna put it on a piece of bread and make a sandwich. I'm not. Nope. Now her son Jake, who eats mayo, is a practical young man who works in computers and enjoys macaroni salad. He's a good son. He also has a daughter. She has women's in gender studies major in college. She has a daughter who hates mayonnaise, and she's not alone. Ask the young people you know about their opinion of mayo, and you'll be shocked by the depths of their emotion. Oh, there's the occasional outlier like Jake, but for the most part, today's youth would sooner get their news from an actual newspaper than ingest mayonnaise. So he is. Of course he is. Yeah. He's convinced I'm his biggest enemy on it, which is the joke of it. Oh, yeah, it's not sandwich ready. Innocent. Yeah, he kind of has in a way. Juice, you're in here admitting that. Hey, Juice, you want to get my address still? You want to get $500 together to someone or $1,000? You're actually ready to do that, aren't you? Huh? I would be laughing my ass off if you were very serious about that. Because I don't know one person at all who would do that. Yeah, I might still be. I might be back in Portland. Okay. All right, Grappler 6. Grappler 6, I haven't seen you around in a while. Hey, Grappler, Jayme Nicole could be alive. Jayme Nicole could be alive. There's a chance. There's a chance Jayme Nicole didn't die. And she just used it to get away. There's a chance. You gotta believe. Yeah, Marilyn Mike's been in here before. She came back and she said she has scores to settle with people, and she's going to be bringing up names and addressing some people under the Jamie Springer account. And I don't know who at this time would decide to clone her of all times. Why now? Why now? No. Why rumor research? Are you upset that I put Jamie in my title? Are you upset that I put Jayme Nicole in my title? If she came back, I would jump on her panels again. Let's just keep the hope alive that maybe she is alive still, huh? Maybe Jayme Nicole is alive. Maybe. Maybe. But maybe not. But we'll find out very soon. But I got an indication she came into this room. That account is her account, and it came in here. Unless someone had the password or they were fucking around, but it sounded like it was her. It sounded like it was her. At least to me. That's right. To those haters of mine, you got problems and you're fucked up and you need to go see the doctor. You know, I used to say things and someone I talked to would quote me and record all the quotes that I said that I wrote him in private. Someone I used to talk to more on the internet, my opinions on the world or just what I felt about people or things, he would actually quote them. Like I was one of the all-time greats saying it, and he would just take notes on some of the things that I said. Actually, he would like quote it back to me in a message or something, like he took note of it, kind of thing. I think that was an interesting way of communicating. Yeah, well, something happened to him then. The thing is, he's still around though. But no, he's not in the same shape as he was when I first got here. No, he's not. But he was here last night, though. He said he was restreaming me. Because I mentioned, I think, Nick or something. Karen, are you really doing this stuff for me? I mean, because there's other things here that I'm talking about. There are other things here that I'm talking about. Like when you're on panel with people. That's my biggest thing. You know you're enough of an icon. Every road, you don't need to bring Jayme to it, right? Yeah, but why are you pissed off that I have Jayme Nicole in my title? She's alive. She said she was alive, and I'm bringing light to the fact that she came in here or her very account, and she said she's still alive. She had to use that to get away. She had to use that to get away. And she has some scores to settle with people, with Carlos being one of them. So don't get fucking mad at me, rumor research. Do not. I don't know why you're acting all butthurt because I put her name in. Why? You think I'm disrespecting the dead or something? Is that where you're going with this? Exactly. If Jayme's coming back, I'd like to see Jayme back. I would. She came here last night. Her account came to my live stream last night, or I wouldn't have mentioned it. Okay? It was very eye-opening. The Jayme Springer account came in here and said she's been here. She hasn't died. And she has some scores to settle with people. That's probably right. I'm thinking because Bloated Kiki was streaming and she just didn't want all that heat. And he hasn't been here a while. So this would be the perfect time for her to come back. What do you think about it? But you can think it. But I'm not trying to be shitty here. I'm trying to probably get some positivity going here with this. If Jayme does come back, wouldn't this be great? Because everybody thought she was dead. Everybody thought the woman was fucking dead in the ground. Everyone thought her ashes were scattered all over the goddamn place. It's just the fact that she could be back now, right? I thought she'd be happy that I friggin' mentioned it. For Christ's sakes. I don't lie. Hardly ever. Not when it comes to real matters, anyway. Well, I've used many clickbaits before in my time here. I've used clickbait, but I sure didn't intend to get anybody in here to tell me I was wrong for putting her name in the title. She could be alive. Trust me, I believe in letting sleeping dogs lie. But Jayme Nicole isn't a sleeping dog after all, is she? She came in here last night. I'm telling you. You don't believe me? Look back. I highlighted her comments. I highlighted her comments. You saw it, AJ. Yes. That's right. She came in here. You saw it. You saw it. And then Madness was talking to me, too, on that same stream. So she was watching most of the time, and she saw he came up, so she wanted to show up, I think, because of that, because some of her old people came in there that night. And I think that it was just a weird way of her saying hello. So I don't see it. I believe she is. You saw it too, didn't you? You saw it too. I'm racking in the back, and yeah, it sounds like that's exactly. Yep. A lot of you were wrong. And apparently, people don't like to be wrong in this lifetime. Carlos is going to be pissed when she gets mad at him. I'll tell you that right now. He was perpetuating the fact that she was his best friend and he lost Jayme Nicole and it's such a shame. Melton John killed her and all these fucking lies that I murdered Jayme Nicole. Right? Wrong. It didn't happen. She's a lie. Okay? Bottom fucking line. Yeah, of course he is. But he's gonna look stupider with this one than he ever has. Because he kept talking about it. She was my friend. No. Right? I'm the only one live, huh? Everyone thinks Marty gave her bunk drugs like that after the other hooker he killed. Yeah, I think Marty tried fucking her up. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't put it past him. He's a sneaky bastard, that Marty. I'll tell you right now. He is. And there's something she's more than likely going to go in on him. I'll tell you that right now. It's something she probably had to get away from him too. That's what I'm thinking. It's more than likely possible that she just told a bunch of people she died. It's probably what I think it was, and then she made it. She made it more known in a more professional manner, I guess, when it was on her Facebook and stuff. Who bet he won't be around to terrorize people? Yeah, Music Biz Body should get into some big trouble, don't you? Don't you think he's due to get into some big trouble for all this shit that he's been doing out here, even trolling other people too? Like he was literally when I first get introduced to Cyrax, it sounds like he was constantly stalking him and just going above and beyond. Even though Cyrax is fucked up, okay? It's fucking clear as day. Cyrax is fucked up. And deep down, Jayme Nicole, I think, knew this. But Jayme Nicole cared about people too, deep down. And Jayme Nicole knew not to constantly do that unless she was defending herself against him. But she's always tried to, I think, make things right with Cyrax at least. But Marty was fanning the flames a lot, I remember, during that whole thing when I got introduced to him about how he belongs to me forever. I'm his boss of the record company, and he signed a deal. He can't get out of it, and all that. I remember it. I totally remember it. Okay, Karma's coming soon. Anyways, you're not even listening, but I love you when I have to go. Karma is coming soon. Karma for who? Me? What are you saying? Rumor research. I don't know what you're saying. Carolyn, come on, will you stop that? You're starting a lot of this beef here with Marilyn Mike. Knock it off, will you? Cut it out, Carolyn. For Christ's sakes. This is what I mean. You know, this is why I can't talk to Carolyn again. It's really why. It's really why. All right, good night, Ruin. All right. No. No, Marty's done a lot. He's, you know, I don't even know what he's been doing lately. I haven't even checked, honestly. He's certainly not in here, though, defended himself. I'll tell you that. Seal hater, Abby's not done, okay? Abby's never done. She's never really gone, Seal hater. She's never done. She's never done. It's just like when What About Bob would never go away, you know? See, he's not gone. He's never gone. That's what it's like. Seal hater. I haven't even talked to the woman. I don't know. Yeah, I know. You're not really even conversing with her, honestly. I don't see it. Just to stir up trouble. Yeah, what about Bob? 39 viewers here at 2:11 in the morning. Now, these are more like the real views. These are the views. Maybe John Camillo could have got about 55 or something, or maybe 40 something tonight because that was a snooze fest with Wally up there. But 38 is really the rough number, you know. That's a real number, what you're seeing right there. Nothing is inflated, you know, at 39 views. Nothing's overly inflated. That was definitely weird earlier, what I was witnessing. Yeah, yeah, Madness is cool. Yeah, I guess he ended his stream 22 minutes ago. Grapple of 6. Good night. All right. Thanks for coming in. So at the end of the stream here, if I can catch up on it a little, maybe. Anybody else? Holly's going live right now. Are you fucking kidding me? Holly's going live too now? Seriously. What's she got to talk about? I don't care. Never mind. I don't give a fuck. I'm not even going to watch, honestly. Right, Hannah. Thank you. Well, what community are you in, Hannah? I'll call you Hannah, Hannah, whatever. What community are you in? I'm not watching Holly. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm so beyond trolling with different accounts, dude. I'm not even gonna do it, honestly. You can do it now, but I'm not gonna do it. Oh, you'll get on our panel. That should be good to watch, huh? That should be good. Should be good to watch. If you're gonna do it, I'll watch. Maybe you go up there. I might. Yeah. All right, AJ Nation. Who wants to take this time to send a donation before I shut the stream down? Now is the time. I'm closing out the stream. So if anybody wants to send any contributions, now is the time to do so. At hours and 4 minutes in with a relatively decent crowd, 34 viewers in here. Is anybody going to come through right now? Let's find out for a couple minutes. You're fucking her up now, huh? Well, I guess anyone who doesn't like Harley, I guess so, right? Because someone's telling me she's live. Shit, tired. What's still here? Huh? You give me what? Oh, man. Do what you want to do. All right. Besides the seals, of course, right? Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah, I'm going to shut it off now. Thanks to everyone tuning in. Well, if I'm bored, I think I talked myself out. See, that's what I do. I'll talk myself out, and I get bored, and then I got to shut it. I'm not going to keep a stream going to be bored like Anderson Henderson Seal. Like, this is an Anderson Henderson live stream, okay? This is what he does. He'll just stay on to stay on. He'll be like, Seal hater silently screams me, LOL, I give you KIJE, smile, smile. Should I go live for no reason? Seal will give me the shirt off his back. I like. Go to Holly, we talk. I second that. TC. Nope, can't have the shirt off my back any day. Later, slacker. Carolyn, no, don't leave. Yeah, let me read some of because we missed you. Okay, I'm really leaving. Slackers. These are the real views. Yeah, you better on and have him talk about Marty and Jayme, three crying, laughing faces there. Have a good night, Mountain. Yeah, you too, man. Yeah. Stay Ruby Research. I'm calling it a night, Mountain in chat. Yeah. Uh, I should do it. Just stay alive and doing that. I'm going. Bye.